Welcome back. Another news. It states that Fulani will rule forever. We are flagging off security outfits across Nigeria. Mieti Allah. The national president of Mieti Allah Kotal Ho, Bello Abdullahi Bodejo, has said that the Fulani own Nigeria and will rule the country forever. Abdullahi also revealed that his organization had concluded arrangements to flag off its own security outfits with about 5,000 to 100,000 vigilantes to be deployed across all states of the country. He said that Fulani don't need permission from anyone to settle in any land of their choice because Nigeria belongs to them and they founded it. The Fulani leader said that, like Amotekun, where the state's houses of assembly in the southwest made laws to back it up, the Fulani security outfit won't be needing the law to support it because every place the Fulani find themselves, that is their own assembly. Well, I believe that if they founded the country, if the Fulani founded the country, then what kind of system of government did they plan to do? Because if they tried to do democracy with the British, then they're obviously not implementing it and just going wherever they like because they feel like Nigeria is their own. And that sort of attitude is wrong. And they didn't actually found the country. They founded the country under duress by the British colonizers. So we can't just give them credit for allowing, the whole country to be colonized because themselves and the British planned to, bring everyone together and make them Nigeria, if that's what they're saying. We are considering starting with 5,000 personnel while their own is Amotekun. Our own name shall be unveiled soon. We have not decided on its name. Maybe it may be called Mieti Allah Vigilante. He explained that the coronavirus has delayed the takeoff of the outfit because of the social distancing policy, though nothing concerns Fulani man with coronavirus. Again, this sort of attitude that you can do whatever you want. I hope this person has not forgotten that you are under a government that is very corrupt. Obviously, he probably has connections. But you can't just say, I'm going to give them outfits. I'm just going to go throughout and deploy vigilantes in the 36 states of the country. He said that even the personnel of this security outfit are meant to tackle rustlers and bandits with guns and other weapons. They will not bear arms, but will use the same sticks. Are you joking? They used to control cows, adding that stick is enough to use for their defense. All right, but you can't just make something up and then expect the whole country to follow up with it, especially if it's not been approved by the government. And you need to understand, in all 36 states, there are governors there and they will have to approve this as well. He insisted that Fulani has the right to go and settle in any bush in this country without asking anybody for permission. It is not against the law in this country. Who would they go to take permission from? Is it animals from the bush? He said that no one can drive away the Fulani because they produced Nigeria under duress with British colonizers because they were not able to defend themselves from the British colonizers. So that is just the fact. Fulani are ruling Nigeria and they must continue to rule the country forever. That is the truth. And this statement right here shows why Nigeria needs to break up, because one tribe cannot feel like they have control over other tribes when you drag them into the mess because you were under duress by British colonizers. And obviously people have their comments, and somebody says, if the above article is true, it may be the reason for the influx of Amajoris or able-bodied young northerners into the south. Someone says, I pity Yoruba people. Someone says, okay, we too are ready for you. Someone says, God punish you, Satanists, you have destroyed this country and still plan to destroy it more. May man propose, God disposes. What God says, it will not stand and it will never stand. Another person says, wake up call to the rest of the ethnic groups. We are ready for you anytime. Another person says, very funny indeed. If the whole South will stop eating beef, this nonsense, this noise making will stop. Please, brothers and sisters, boycott beef. Wow. Urgently. I mean, that could be a form of protest. You should say what you can be able to achieve. Exactly. It is practically impossible to plant your deadly killers to Biafra nation, as any attempt will be resisted. We are waiting for you. I mean, these are a lot of Southerners who are giving their opinion. Someone says he wouldn't have made such claims without a backup somewhere. True. I say, strike the shepherd and the flock of sheep will scatter. Someone says, I think this man is insane. If they continue in this manner, they will be destroyed. They should not push other ethnic groups into violence. At the end of the day, if they had been able to defend themselves, from the British long enough, I mean, obviously, the British were obviously very manipulative, but they made the job of the British easy. They literally made it so easy for them to literally infiltrate into the country and start, going from place to place and just colonizing. As you can see from the Benin Kingdom, that was the hardest for the British to actually go through. Basically, the south alone was the hardest for the British to go through because, even though they manipulated and still got through anyway, it took longer time. We were still fighting and defending ourselves against foreigners. So at the end of the day, we can literally blame that the Northerners are the problem for Nigeria today. Someone says, tell us what's going to happen. Tell us what is going to happen with your health education. Well, another person says, I don't think any idiot would suggest such a stupid daydream. Someone says the security agencies will not arrest you for this divisive statement as well. True, as well as hate speech. Well, that's a bit extreme because Fulanis are heading the government today. Someone says you are mad. Fulani don't even have a portion in this country. That is why guns circuited the country with Buhari government. Share your gun for them. You still nonsense. You nomadic. Wow. Another person says illiteracy is the biggest problem you have. I mean, that's stereotypical, but if you look at statistics, a lot of illiterate people and the lack of education is in the south, in the north. I mean, put what you think in the comment section below and do not forget to like and subscribe.